Good morning, everybody. It is officially the last day of 2023. We can wrap the whole thing up, put a bow on it, and put it at the very top of our closets in the back. Ooh, give me 1 second, hold on. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just woke up. I just woke up, so my flight landed back home this morning at about 10:30 because my real job called. And I have things I have to do today, and of course, I'm headed to a New Year's Eve party today. So, anyway, let's talk about today's episode. Today's episode is why I decided to create this channel. And it's a genuine interest on there's blue in the back. It's a genuine interest on why I decided to create this channel. So give me 1 second, hold on. So I had an old coworker that he has a felony and actually several felonies and an eviction, and he was only making about $12 an hour. So we're just gonna call him, what shall we call him? We're just gonna call him Thomas. Yes, we are going to call him Thomas. So I will always drop Thomas off at his place of residence, and I will always ask him, Thomas, how on this planet are you getting by? You're making only $12 an hour, you're busting your butt, and you live at a seedy motel. And so like whenever I would drop him off, I would think of it like, okay, at least he saved $12 per trip I would drop him off at his residence. It was a little bit out of my way, but I didn't care. You're helping somebody out, and it'll create ripple effects far beyond what you can ever know or see. So, and then I got to thinking to myself, I'm like, maybe I should somebody needs to create a YouTube channel on, oh God, I'm digging in my eyeballs. Um, Somebody needs to create a YouTube channel on what it's like. Not only that, so he's not the only person that I I've always wondered how they're getting by. Then there's my bestie Angela. She's she's the department head over at her hotel. She's a department head over at her hotel, and I'm not sure what their backgrounds are, of course. I'm not privy to that kind of information, but she would bring people on too, and they would be making $15 an hour, but they will always be late. They will always be calling out. They didn't have a car or really a solid means to get to work on time. And once again, I will always think to myself, I get we live in Oklahoma, it's a lot cheaper down here. And again, I will always think to myself, how are these people getting by? Let me tell you, I work 2 jobs. Even without one of the 2 jobs, I would still be making fairly okay. But I'm also feeling the effects of all this inflation that's been going on. I'm definitely feeling it. So I can't imagine being in someone else's shoes making less and intentionally fumbling the bag. So that's when I decided to go ahead and launch this channel. Now, to clear everything up, I know that the episodes kind of have been like hitting on some points of living a minimum wage life, and other aspects of the channel has been leaning a little bit more away from that. And first off, I do apologize about that. But here is the reason why. I can't even think of my words right now. This coffee needs to kick in a little bit more. So, going forward, we're going to change the direction of the channel just a little bit because I'm not able, because like I said before, I work 2 jobs. So, I'm not able to I'm not able to live a very true life of a life at minimum wage. I cannot swing it, for one, because um, there's government programs out there like food stamps and things like that that'll help supplement, some of that. There's also government programs out there. I think it's called a housing voucher or something like that. Section 8, yeah. So there's also Section 8 programs that'll definitely help as well. So going forward, what I'm going to do is, instead of getting like real deep down in the trenches of a minimum wage life, what I've decided to do is change the direction of the channel just a little bit. So going forward, I'm going to be teaching you guys or showing you guys how to shop very cheaply and still eat healthy, because I've noticed another thing too, like I told y'all before in a prior episode. I'm kind of nosy, so when I'm in a grocery store, I probably peek down to see what somebody else is buying, see what they might be making for dinner this week or really anytime. So so the thing I've noticed is whenever people are on government assistance, I notice that they're buying a lot of the junk foods, like the sweets and the really high salt content items, just overall extremely unhealthy. I'm not seeing any fruits in there. I'm not seeing any grains in there, really. I'm just not seeing a lot of effort put into a healthy diet. So going forward, I'm gonna start putting together episodes on how to, prepare fairly decent, healthy meals for cheap. Now, it's not going to be to the gluttonous levels that we're all used to seeing here in the USA. So I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of us can afford to slim down, at least by some. So these food portions will be a little bit less. They're going to be more filling, and they're going to be a lot more lighter for your wallet. I mean, it'll be lighter for your for your wallet going into the future, because as we all get older, your body starts changing and things like that, and things don't quite work the same anymore. And the next thing you know, all that sugar junk food that you've been eating this whole time finally done caught up. So going forward, yes. And also, I do have something else to announce. Hopefully, it'll be coming soon, but I think it'll be a very good boon for this channel. So, sorry, this is a little more. First off, this coffee hasn't even kicked in yet, but sorry, this episode is a little bit all over the place. The channel's been a little bit all over the place because I've been trying to find the right aim and the direction that I should take it. So I've been experimenting with different things. Oh, also with the door dashing for a room. The reason why I didn't tell y'all this in a prior episode, but the reason why I decided to not DoorDash the entire day for a place to stay is because here in Oklahoma is so much more spread out. So it takes a lot more time to get from point A to B. And DoorDash really only pops off during the lunchtime hour, which of course there's increased traffic and the red light runners out there too. So I just felt as though it was too much of a risk for such a little reward, especially if I already had plans for this channel to go in a little bit different direction. So like I said before, hopefully I'll be announcing this good news soon. Thank y'all so much for liking and subscribing, and I will catch y'all later. All right, bye.